Okay, part 3. Let's see. Oh, there's the picture of Ebbets Field. I'm going to try to read a little faster because I don't know what's going on with my storage. Hey, peanuts. Hey, hot dogs. Get them while they're hot. Dad and I sat on the right field line, right behind first base, Jackie's position. The Dodgers symphony was marching up and down the aisles, playing The Worms Crawl In, The Worms Crawl Out. The music was ear-splitting. Dad couldn't hear it, but he laughed along with everyone else at the sight of the raggedy band's tattered clothes, cowbells, and whistles. When the game started and Jackie ran out on the field, Dad yelled real loud, "Jackie, Jackie, Jackie!" Only it didn't come out that way. It sounded like, "Aggie, Aggie, Aggie." Since my dad couldn't hear, he had no way of knowing what the words should sound like. Everyone looked at my dad. I looked at my shoes. As Jackie stood at first base, the Giants began hooting and hollering. They called Jackie names, horrible names. "What are they saying?" Dad asked. "Bad things," I said. "Tell me." Some of those words I had to finger spell. I knew no sign for them. Dad listened with a sad little smile on his face. In the 9th inning, Jackie bunted and beat the throw to first. Then he stole second. On the next Dodgers hit, he moved to third. The score was tied at 4-all. The Giants pitcher took a long windup, and Jackie dashed for home. We all jumped to our feet, yelling, "Jackie, Jackie, Jackie! Augie, Augie, Augie!" Dad screamed. This time, nobody seemed to notice. The heck with the Giants. They were nothing. We had Jackie Robinson. Every day when Dad came home from work, he started asking me questions, not about school, about baseball. He wanted to know everything I knew, especially about Jackie Robinson. "What's Jackie's batting average?" "247, I said. "How's that figured?" I explained. "What's an RBI?" he asked. "Runs batted in." "Fielding average? What's that mean?" I told him. "You teach me baseball," he signed. "Okay," I said. One night, Dad came home with a baseball glove. "Let's have a catch," he signed. We tossed the ball back and forth until Mom called us for supper. Dad missed the ball every time. The only way he could hold it was by trapping the ball against his chest with both hands. That had to hurt, but Dad just smiled. "Jackie never drops the ball," he signed. "He catches it with one hand, not like me." All that week we practiced. Dad dropped the ball most every time, even when I threw it underhand. "Throw it regular," Dad said. Dad and I kept going to games whenever we could. Every time Jackie came out to his position, Dad chanted right along with the crowd, "Augie, Augie, Augie." Jackie never looked over at us. He just stared down the line at the next hitter. One Sunday, the Dodgers were playing the St. Louis Cardinals. What a game. Our pitcher had a no-hitter going. And then it happened. On a simple grounder that he knew he couldn't beat, a Cardinal player crossed first base and spiked Jackie on purpose. That means he put his sharp metal cleat right into Jackie's leg. 52,000 eyes popped. 26,000 jaws dropped. 26,000 tongues were stilled. Then in that awful silence, my father jumped to his feet. "No," he screamed. "Not fair! Augie, Augie, Augie!" The Brooklyn crowd went nuts. They leapt to their feet and joined my father. "Jackie, Jackie, Jackie!" The name bounced off the brick walls, climbed the iron girders, and rattled around under the wooden roof. But Jackie just stood at first base, his face a blank mask, blood streaming down his leg. It was almost as if he didn't hear the crowd. See, he put his spike right into Jackie's leg. The cleats on the professional baseball players are metal spikes. All that month, Dad and I followed everything Jackie did. We read and reread every report of every game that was printed in the New York Daily News. Dad started a scrapbook. If there was any mention of Jackie Robinson, he cut out the article and pasted it in his scrapbook. The scrapbook got thicker. The Dodgers kept winning. And the opposing teams kept writing Jackie Robinson. But Jackie never reacted. He didn't even seem to notice, and he never complained. Sometimes it's best to just ignore people when they're being mean. Not always easy, though. The Dodgers clinched the pennant that season when the Cards beat the Cubs. Dad and I went downtown the next day to see the big parade to honor Jackie. And back in the neighborhood, we had a block party to celebrate. It didn't matter whether the Dodgers won the last game of the season since we were already over the top. But Dad and I didn't care. We went to Ebbets Field anyway. We went to see Jackie Robinson. In the third inning, Jackie smacked the ball to deep left field for a double. Then he flew home like the wind, his feet barely touching the base path. The Brooklyn crowd went crazy. Go, 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 Jackie! Go, 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 Augie! My dad screamed right along with them. Finally, late in the day, as deep shadows stretched across the infield, Jackie caught a line drive hit down first base line. It was the last out of the game. As the crowd cheered, Jackie stood alone at first base, staring at the ball in his glove. Then he turned and threw it into the stands, right to my father. That's when my dad did something he had never done before. He reached up and caught the ball in his bare hand. I'm not sure, but I think I saw Jackie Robinson smile. My dad dropped the ball into my empty glove. You can see right here is Dad catching the ball. And just like that, the baseball season of 1947 was over. This story is a work of fiction. Parts of it, however, are based in truth. All right, I hope you guys enjoyed it. I'll put the AR quiz in Google Classroom where it says instructions for this assignment. I hope you're all doing well and that yesterday was good and today is even better. And I'll see you guys on Tuesday. Have a great weekend.